So this is a question from Angela Ortiz. She asked, who is the single best marketer or copywriter to study? Very easy question. The best marketer to study is an American called Dan Kennedy. He has introduced direct response marketing, so that's marketing that's measured and testable. He's introduced it to more people, I think, than anyone else. He has written a lot of books, probably 20 or so, and it's worth getting all the books that he's written if he's the sole author. The ones that kind of joint projects with other people are not necessarily so great. But his books, Ultimate Marketing Plan, Ultimate Sales Letter, and the whole No BS series, like No BS Sales Success, No BS Marketing, No BS Wealth Attraction. They're fantastic. And really his core books, it's worth getting all of them. The thing that's so different, I guess, about his approach, I guess, kind of compared to everyone else, at least with regards to teaching, is that he's so honest and open about how his marketing works. He's been doing it for a very, very, very long time in a very wide range of businesses, as a marketing consultant and a professional copywriter. He is able to give such a wide range of examples. Now, the truth is, of course, that the mechanics of marketing are exactly the same for any business. But definitely when you're starting out, I think it is helpful for people to give you examples that you can kind of apply to your business without having to do too much sort of mental gymnastics. So that's one reason why his stuff is so good. So as I say, he's written a lot of books. His autobiography actually is really worth reading, called My Unfinished Business. On YouTube there are plenty of his videos. He hasn't put them up there, but people buy his videos and stick them on YouTube. So if you search on YouTube for Dan Kennedy and put the filter of more than 20 minutes, then you'll get lots of videos, kind of an hour, a couple of hours long even, that are really worth watching. Another thing that makes him such a great marketer to study is that he's really good at doing what he calls going upstream. So looking at a technique or a marketing style or just a piece of marketing and kind of digging into the origins of where it came from, tracing it back. Often, if you look at online marketing, the people who really know what they're doing, they're always using techniques and styles from the early days of mail order advertising. They sort of ignore what's called institutional advertising, so kind of brand building, that kind of vacuous, bland stuff that everyone hates. Definitely Dan Kennedy's marketing is probably the best to study. Another marketer who's really worth studying is Drayton Bird, who's a British marketer. He worked with David Ogilvy. In fact, Drayton Bird was head of Ogilvy Direct, which was the direct response part of Ogilvy and Mathers, which I think at the time was probably one of the biggest marketing agencies in the world, biggest ad agency. Drayton Bird's written 3 books on marketing, one called Common Sense Direct and Digital Marketing, one called Sales Letters That Sell, and there's another book called Marketing Insights and Outrages, which is a book, a kind of compilation of a column he writes for a big advertising magazine, possibly Advertising Age. So yeah, his books are worth getting. His videos really worth watching. For kind of just pure copywriting, Gary Halbert is kind of the go-to person. He died a few years ago, but his stuff's still pretty much online. And his sons, his 2 sons are selling collections of his work as well. Gary Halbert was a very rare copywriter in that he was able to write copy that got response from a very broad range of people, which is like really the hardest thing to do. In fact, it's so hard you generally shouldn't do it. You should choose it as narrow a market as possible. But he was able to write such compelling copy that it could run in kind of quite diverse magazines, newspapers, that kind of thing, and get good results. So yep, Gary Halbert's definitely worth studying. You can also study marketers who are very good at marketing themselves and yet are not teaching what they're doing. So Marie Folio is a classic example of this. Marie Folio is someone who studies people like Dan Kennedy, and yet what she teaches is kind of completely the opposite. She teaches sort of personal branding, style marketing. It's very different from what she uses, although she has built a personal brand, but she's built it with hardcore direct response marketing. Really what we want to be doing is finding as many sources to learn from as possible, and always asking the question, how can I apply this? Particularly, how can I test this for my business? So our job is to get lots of different things working, get them working well, because that builds a very stable and robust business. Yep, I hope that's helpful. My cancer funding website is at www.matthewdons.org. That's MATTHEWDONS.org. Thanks for listening.